Clark, there's some trade chatter out there. And we've only played a handful of games.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, sometimes people want instant oatmeal. Sometimes you got to put that thing in the pot and stir it up for a little while. Social media has really ramped up the pace and size of expectations for players, coaches, front offices, and fans. Everybody's getting scrutinized because of social media. Pipe down, folks. Pipe down.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. Jayshawn Tate out there with Smith. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. Porter finds Smith. It's stolen by Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Oh, good on the triple. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Bucks. Here's Green. Great D that time from Edwards. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Russell passes to Towns. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. A drive by Russell. And the layup is good.
You like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, Juniors, and quality NBA players.
Here's Green. Banked in off the glass.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
Russell passes to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. For 3, Edwards. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
And Greg, one thing about that winding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
And it's Russell missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Green. Smith sets the pick for Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Green's such a hard cover because he's always in attack mode, disruptive to the defense, and makes it hard to guard it.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
And since being the first pick of the 2020 draft, Anthony Edwards has not disappointed.
I'll tell you something, partner. The Timberwolves got that one right. Did they ever? I mean, we knew about his nuclear athleticism, but the leadership, the work ethic, the ability to impact winning also have been evident. This is a multi-time All-Star going forward.
Houston making some changes. Şengün's checked in for Smith. And it's Josh Christopher in for Kevin Porter. And the first one at the line is good. And you look at Anthony Edwards. And, G.A., he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
Gordon with it. Picked up by Edwards. And the basket by Gordon.
Even when Gordon is under pressure, he finds a way to score the ball. That's what he is. He is a determined and capable scorer.
Pass to Towns. Fades back. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Gordon kicks to Tate. And the pass to Christopher. Over in the corner, Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Towns. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Russell.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Noel. This game he had 13.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Here is Forbes, defended by Gordon, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. GA, the Houston Rockets, coming off back-to-back losing seasons, and that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positive and see the road ahead, but listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
Şengün with the bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Noel. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They get it back from outside the arc. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Gordon. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
Good read from Green there, getting better at sensing when his teammates are wide open and need the ball.
And here's Prince outside. Şengün with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Green, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Jalen Green is a product of G League Ignite, and clearly showing other folks there's a new path for potential lottery picks to take.
Minnesota shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Noel passes to Anderson. Prince setting a pick for Anderson. That one wide left.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
The 19-foot shot. And still a... Post-game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Rockets on top. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Basket good.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says We very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story. Passes to Towns. Out to Edwards. Traps in the tray. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Smith with a screen on Russell. Smith trying to break loose. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Porter. Clark, when the casual fan looks at a stat sheet, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possessions. And you don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself. How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. So Russell finds Edwards. Now here's Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Russell feeling it out a bit. He's off on that one. And the Rockets take it the other way. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
Chalk up 2 there.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Pass to Towns. He kicks to Russell. Over Porter. Here's McDaniels. They grab their own miss. Gobert comes up empty down low. Houston in the lead. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Tate, he's checked in for the Rockets. Timeout called the Rockets.
Timeout charge to Houston. Here they come. Now headed to the floor. It's your
Jalen Green's checked in for Josh Christopher.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. Coming off a terrific season. First in rebounding, first in shooting percentage. And he ranked 3rd in the league in blocks. He's just a fearsome deterrent around the rim.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. It's Russell with the drive. That one drops for him. Russell's got his second basket of the game.
They opened the gates, and he came through. D'Angelo, quick recognition. You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Here's McDaniels. No good with the triple.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Anderson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Russell. And for the Timberwolves, Clark, getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Yep, that one goes.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Porter looking it over. In the corner, Tate with it. They set the screen. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Noel. Guarded by Green. Anderson outside. Back to Forbes. Pass to Noel. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Porter dishes to Green. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Anderson. To the paint. Shot's good by Noel. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Smith outside. 19 seconds left in the second quarter. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here is Forbes. Gobert with a screen on Porter. With 1 on the clock. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thanks, David. And we'll be...
I got my ink pad out for this guy. He gets the
And let's focus now on the two opponents. And that'll do it for half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Checking out the group for Stephen Silas to start the second half. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. Jayshawn Tate out there with Gordon. And it's Smith in at the 5 spot.
You know, for a guy who went undrafted, Jayshawn Tate made a name for himself really fast. Took him 2 years to break in the league, and there's no looking back now. He's really established himself as a quality player in the NBA.
Porter kicks to Smith, and stolen by Russell. Rockets with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And love hearing about guys like Tate. They don't give up on their dream no matter how the draft goes.
Yeah, that's always inspiring to see. And uplifting. I mean, I know Jayshawn, tell you what, his energy, his defense, his scoring punch now, which he's refined, qualities every team would want to have.
Porter against Russell. Down low. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell. Towns has got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Tate a screen on Russell. Porter passes to Tate, out to Smith. Edwards against Green. Smith with a screen on Edwards. Back to Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Good vision that time from Green and anticipation. Kind of knew where his teammate was going to be.
Russell against Porter. Towns the screen. Here's Russell, and there's the drive. Takes it off the glass. Russell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Russell against Porter. It's Tate, top of the key. Smith the pass to Porter. Screen by Smith. On deep. Shot clock at 6. Green kicks to Porter. Over Russell. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. And that'll be his third foul so far.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for the foul.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Şengün's checked in for Houston. Josh Christopher comes in for Kevin Porter. Timberwolves leading by 6.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
McDaniels passes to Towns. And it's the Rockets on the break. Gordon with no one around. The Rockets again can't hit. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Towns for 3. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon. He doesn't get his due at times, but the Dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Anderson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Russell. Green with the ball. Now by Anderson. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Green. He's got 10. To the middle. Here's Şengün. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night.
2 minutes.
And there's the pass to Reed. And here's Prince. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 5 on the clock. It's blocked. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. For 3, Forbes. The Rockets trail. Green left side. To the inside for the tie. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Prince, the pass to Reed. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Green kicks to Şengün. Back to Green. Clock at 6. Shoots over Reed. And it's Green missing.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And it's Josh Christopher with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. 35 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Noel passes to Gobert. 6 to shoot. Gobert with a screen for Anderson. Goes up the baseline. Goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Minnesota.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Now Green. He's got 10. Here's the screen. And he was able to put it up in time. But doesn't fall. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Timberwolves on. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 3-point lead. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one.
Porter against Russell. Smith sets the pick for Porter. Smith outside. Here's Christopher. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Russell dishes to McDaniels. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Eric Gordon. Mark, let's go back to when the Rockets traded away James Harden in 2020. How has that reset gone?
I like what it looks like, Kevin. Building through the draft. I love the young talent they've been able to acquire, and they've done it with a bunch of future first-round picks in their back pocket. So they're not done. There's more to come in drafting high-quality talent.
Pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Porter kicks to Smith. Dishes it to Gordon. Smith sets the pick for Gordon. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And really, the 3-point shot is Gordon's specialty. When he squares himself up, there's a real high chance he's dropping it in.
Gobert the pass to Edwards. Tries from the block, and it's in off the backboard. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. Timeout called the Rockets. Houston making a switch. Green's checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey guys, here's the message Stephen Silas gave to his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of 3-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Love seeing Gordon work in the pick and roll. Great at pulling up to shoot once the screen comes his way.
Russell against Porter. Russell kicks to Towns. Shoots over Tate. Here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Timeout call for Rockets. Şengün's checked in for Houston. Rockets trail by 3. Now here's Green. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Edwards leading the charge.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Russell with a wide open look. A 3-pointer, no good. Rockets trail by 5. Green deciding where to go with it. Outside Gordon. Outside Porter. Smith with a screen on Russell. Smith outside for three. Minnesota with the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Russell with it. Gobert with a screen on Green. Just 5 to shoot. Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Outside Gordon. Screen by Smith. On the wing, Green. Tries it from 19. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through.
Green's got a full toolkit now, which makes him unstoppable at times.
Edwards against Green. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 6 in the quarter.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Green passes to Şengün. Up top, Edwards, headed by Green. A 3-ball. Edwards with another miss. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Houston, trailing by 5. Shoots the 3. Kept alive by Houston. Count it!
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Kyle Anderson, who's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Green passes to Şengün. And a wide open look for Porter. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Now here's McDaniel. Guarded by Porter. Out to Edwards. Anderson passes to Gobert. Pulls it from the elbow. Off the left rim and out. Now the Rockets with it. It's a 3-point game. Smith with a screen on Russell. Outside Porter. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Rising to the occasion, Porter Jr. has that big shot 5 all over him.
And the Timberwolves call timing. 6 seconds left in the 4th. Here's Edwards. Oh, off target. Gobert. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson, and it's Russell in at the point.
When you're guarding Gordon, you've got to be careful. He excels at drawing fouls and playing through contact.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Minnesota has possession, trailing by 2. Here's Russell. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Fires the 3. And it's Gordon missing. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. A nice shot by Anderson.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Edwards against Green. Şengün. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
An underrated part of Green's game is the ability to see the floor and make his teammates better.
Minnesota making a switch. Towns is checked in. And so it's Minnesota with it. Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. He dishes it to Edwards. Over Green. And he overshot that one, missing. Houston in the lead. It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. Pass to Gordon. Pocket 6, the pass to Green. A 3. Offensive rebound. Smith kicks to Gordon. Outside, Green. Smith sets the pick for Green. Second shot opportunity with the clock winding down, and it's Smith missing. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Wow, what a shot. Gobert showing he has what it takes in the book.
All right, everybody. If you don't really read, make some noise.
There's the screen. Gordon for 3. Another miss by Houston. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Towns, good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 9 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Green passes to Şengün. Out to Smith. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. The lead is 2. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Green against Edwards. Inside. Şengün kicks to Smith. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one. Down low, here's Green. And McDaniels with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. They're outside. And so Minnesota takes the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came out in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean,